The Tata Harrier EV is finally here. It has been launched for an introductory starting price of 21.49 lakh ex-showroom, and we have it with us today. There are a lot of people around, so we will try our best to give you a first look of this vehicle, show you what has changed and what the inside is like and what all features and specs you get with this. So let's get started. Let's start off with the design, and you will notice that it has a familiar silhouette compared to the diesel Harrier, but there are some changes. I will talk about the overall dimensions. Well, in that case, it is actually longer than the diesel Harrier, but the wheelbase is the same, but it's a little wider and also a little taller. Now, if you come close, you will notice that the front, again, familiar, but it has this different grille. You have these vertical slats over here, and you have that same very thin light element over here. And if you come to the side, you will notice you have bigger 19-inch wheels with these aero alloys, and you also get the EV badge right over here to signify that this is in fact an EV. Another badge on the side you'll see is this QWD dual motor badge over here, which signifies that this has dual motors and four-wheel drive option. And the rest of the tail design looks again very much familiar. You have a connected tail light over here, and you have a total of 4 color options available with the Harrier EV. They're a little more muted than what you get in the diesel powered ones, so that is definitely a choice that Tata has made. As for the boot space, well, Tata claims it has 502 liters of storage area, and if you fold down the seats, you can increase it to close to 1000 liters as well. Okay, so what's the inside like? Well, it's very familiar except for a few touches here and there. Of course, the color scheme is a little bit different going by the EV theme. You have a lot more neutral colors going in line with the exterior colors, and you have this large touchscreen over here. It's a 14.5-inch unit, which is massive, and this is made by Samsung. It's a Neo QLED unit, which means you get better colors, better contrast, and it just is nicer to look at. Of course, in this lighting, I can't really judge how good it will be outdoors, but it definitely looks good. The UI is familiar. It also comes with JBL sound system, and you have a lot of modes you can change to suit the sounding and how you want the ambience to be. The rest of the panels are pretty much similar. You have a dial here which you can use to switch between 6 different terrain modes, and there is also a 360-degree camera. Actually, in this, it's a 540-degree camera, because you can go into a view where you don't see the car itself. You actually see whatever is underneath, which is great if you're going over some tricky terrains, as you would with a 4x4 vehicle. Now, the steering wheel is a familiar unit. You have the same 10.25-inch instrument cluster over there as well. The driver's seat is 6-way power adjustable, and you also get memory function with this. And the goodies like a sunroof are also here. But you also get a boss mode button right here, so I can adjust the seat settings of the front passenger from the back. So that is a good new addition. And one more thing I would like to show is this key, which is rather unique. So you see, it's a very cute circular fob, and it has a lot of functions, 11 in total. You can even use this key to call the car to yourself. So if you want to sort of summon the car without any driver input, you can press buttons on this key and it'll come out and come to you. So that is very neat. We have seen that in action somewhat, and that is thanks to the level 2 ADAS features that it has. It has a lot of them, and crucially, it even has ADAS features which work at slower speeds. So it can apply brakes even if it detects objects going at a slower speed. Now, I've just been handed over the specs to the Harrier EV, and you can see it in its bare bones form. You can see there is a motor up at the front and one over at the back that's being crowded. But the important thing here is that you get it in a 65 kilowatt hour and a 75 kilowatt hour battery pack. And the power output, well, from the front motor you get 158 PS, which is about 155 bhp, and from the rear you get a 238 PS of power. The combined torque output is 504 Newton meters, which is quite a lot. And in the boost mode, so you have 4 drive modes with this: Eco, City, Sport, and then Boost. So in the boost mode, you can get an acceleration of 0 to 100 kmph in 6.3 seconds, which is pretty quick. Now, as for the range, because range is something people worry about in an EV, so this one has plenty of range. The MIDC range for the all-wheel drive with the 75 kilowatt hour battery pack is 622 kilometers, and for the rear wheel is 627. So not a big difference over there, but I think in real world usage you should be able to get around 450 kilometers or more easily. So that is not going to be a problem. Of course, this has level 2 ADAS as well, and that makes it a quite safe car. And anyway, starter cars have proven track record when it comes to crash test ratings, and this one probably will also be a 5-star car. So that was a very quick look at the Tata Harrier EV. Apologies for this being a little bit of a rough video, but there are so many people that we tried to capture as much as possible, as quickly as possible. Of course, we will be driving it at a later date and bringing you more information. So until then, whatever else you would like to know about the Harrier EV, make sure to put those questions in the comments down below so that we can answer them in our review. And also make sure that you have subscribed to our channel if you have not done it already. I, Aakash Paul, will see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.